takes away from faith. The reason why I say that is because we could worry all day long, right? And it's like worrying is not going to help us. We could have a 24-hour worry center where we could pick up the phone and go, hey, how you doing? Jason, David, Frank, you're worried. Me too, me too. It really takes away from faith. And fear takes away from faith. I think that we have to wake up and we have to, when I say live fearlessly, I say fearless, Frank. Fearless doesn't mean foolishly. Fearless means to believe in faith. Lean on faith, and faith will take you. And I'm telling you, the worrying doesn't help. The stress doesn't help, because I've been there. I'm going through that stuff myself. And being like fearful is not going to help. But being proper and not foolish, I think, is going to help us in the long run. So, we just got to do what we got to do. We got to follow our heart. And, we're going to try not to stress. I don't think I can pull anyone here online and someone can tell me how not to stress. Stress is real. It's there. But if you feed into it, just like if you feed into anxiety, right? This is a proven fact. Charles Lindor method, proven fact that if you talk about anxiety, anxiety gets worse. Sometimes you got to fight it. No one has ever died from anxiety. We have anxiety attacks and all that stuff. But, the minute we start talking about it, it's like grows like a vine, like one of those vines, right? So we start thinking more about it. So I think the best thing in life, from stress, anxiety, just being fearful of things, having doubt, it does take away from our faith. And even on the end of the day, man, if we take all that away and we try not to worry, we try not to stress, it's not going to help us doing that. It's bad for us medically. But I think if we can wake up and just count the blessings. Wow, I'm here. I have a roof over my head, and I have a purpose in life. And that purpose in life for everyone out there is to help someone else. Because if you're stressed, say that you are becoming a parent and you're worried and you're stressed about it, someone out there that is a parent that can give you advice, that's their purpose in life. So I think our purpose in life is just to give. And I think if we give, we're going to be taken care of. I really do think that.
And all right, how's everybody doing? Woo! I was not supposed to be streaming today. I lost my voice on the last stream. If you can hear, I'm a little hoarse, but everyone has been hitting me up. Sorry about that, with information, talking about Skye, talking about the whole thing all together. So I want to start out by saying I hope everyone had a happy new year. And it's been a crazy start for all of us. And your cam is a little fuzzy. There we go. All right, there we go. Thank you. It's only my third stream. Hopefully the sound is good. Oh my goodness. Can we time out anyone who's mentioning deletion and heinous allegations in the chat? Moderators, please. I don't want to see any of that, because here I don't support that. I don't support these allegations that are founded with zero evidence, 100% speculation, which is totally disrespectful. But just want to give y'all a disclaimer. I am a father. My daughter is upstairs right now. So if she wakes up, the stream will be over. So let's hope she stays asleep. But if you don't know, I am Henry Resilient. I am currently the guy who's getting divorced in these cupcake pans I have to pack up for my soon-to-be ex-wife pretty soon. So that's where I'm at in my life. But I used to make a living as an investigator for a company, right? And I did that for almost 8 years. After 5, I got promoted and I started training people to become an investigator, believe it or not. But, that was not the path for me. And during these investigations, I was typically involved with looking for money. Either my company wanted to save money, make money, or someone was trying to get money from my company. So they sent me out. I would interview people, I would take pictures, I would write a report, render a decision, give like, what I did in detail. And, what I got is what I got. So I've been using those skills somewhat to look into this. And this is something I just fell into. I didn't even want to do this. My channel was just about helping men get through divorce. And then I came through this. And what do you know? Here we are. So let's get into it. My email, like I said, has been blowing up. People have been asking me, how did I get the divorce documents? Hold on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. All right. So all of this is public record. This is the divorce complaint. This is the, hold on, share this tab, blah, blah, blah. I should have been prepared more, but like I said, I wasn't planning to shoot. This is the TRO that was granted. It was granted, what date? Where we at? Sorry about this. A lot of pages. And there we go. 810 TRO granted, which is pretty standard. This is when JDF was served at Comic-Con, which, this is all public record. If you know where to look, you can find it. This is JDF's counterclaim for divorce, where he's basically saying enforce the prenup or something. Where, make sure I got it. Yeah. And I actually redact the sensitive information. Even though it's public record, what we don't do here is we don't dox. That's what I would never do. I would never dox anyone, okay? Because it's just it shows no coof per se, all right? So we got 350 people in here. Let's get the likes up because the like button is the sponsor for today's show. And we have a lot to cover. I don't got a lot of time. I appreciate everyone who supported me, everyone who emailed me, everyone who sent me an Instagram. I'm going to get to y'all. I promise. Jesus, these comments are coming in fast. All right. So one thing I try to provide a little bit of, entertainment, right? So like I said, everything I've showed on this channel is public record. You could find it if you know where to look, right? Anything you submit to the court becomes public record. So if you have something you want to keep private, you want to keep TMZ out of it, you want to handle as much as you can outside of the court. The least you submit to the court, the better, because once you submit it to the court, then TMZ gonna get it, Radar gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. Pretty much anyone, who could know their way around it is gonna get it. Like, just for example, right? Most people don't know this, and this is a little off topic, but you can get Tom Brady and Gisele Bundchen's divorce papers, right? Like, in fact, they're already on, not Instagram, but YouTube. You can see their whole divorce play out. And it's interesting because a 14-year marriage, I think they got divorced in, I believe it was either 2 hours or 2 days or 2 weeks, but it was 2 something, a very short amount of time. And only thing you see is the divorce settlement. You don't see anything else. And that's how you want it. That's how you want your divorce to be, right? You want it to be smooth. You don't want to involve the court. So before we get going, would the conspiracy theorists stop making these accusations with no proof? I know I've even seen a Facebook group, and I'm like, holy crap. How is this possible? Like, literally, how is it possible? But some people will believe it was foul play no matter what, right? To the whole entire Frank family, please do not fall into these traps. Do not fall into these traps. And also, hold on, when it comes to right here, all right? Okay, get to the Shout out to Johnny Danger for the $1.99 donation. It says, get to the info before your child wakes up. I got you. I got to cook just a little bit because I want to, shout out to, his widow. I know she does watch the content and I've just been made aware of that. So shout out to her. But what I want to say, I wrote it down about it, right? So with me covering this, a lot of people have been sending me messages, some private messages. So people close to the widow. And then some people are lying, talking about they were close to, JDF. And I'm like,
wait a minute. Who are you?
So I can discern between who's close and who's not. And the way I was able to qualify this person who said they were close to her is during my investigation, I came across a lot of information. And you ever watch a movie where they say, hey, we released all of this, but we held something back? I held something back. So when I held something back and they sent me an email and they referenced what I held back, I'm like, okay, this person knows her. So that's my roundabout way. But and we had a rather long conversation. Then I did some digging, and this is for the conspiracy theorists out there. Let me get some water for this. What if I told you that I have proof? Oh, let me not get too loud. Undeniable proof that there were other factors involved, not just the divorce, that played a part in his decision, because I'm not one of the people who said anyone else but him did it. His decision to self-transition. And I may go into that tomorrow, but let's get into it. Let's get into what you guys came to see. So hold on, we're gonna share this tab. Before we get into it, make sure y'all like the screen. We got 407 people watching on 127 likes. Like, can I get 10 more likes? Even for the people who probably hate watching right now. All right, so what does Skye say? And if you don't know Skye, she is the firstborn daughter of JDF. She is one of 3 siblings from his first marriage. And recently, she's been basically sharing her story, per se. So the first thing she says is, what's in the dark will come to light. Best believe that. And as an investigator myself, I know this to be true. I do. Let me get that off the screen. Let's keep going. What does she say next? I believe this is someone not contributing to what we're talking about. Now, this is where it gets a little spicy, and this is all alleged, right? I can't substantiate any of this because I can't. I don't have, access to the other sister or, the widow. But what does Skye say first? Your mom didn't even invite my brothers to the funeral or let me speak at the funeral. F y'all. Now look, if this is true, we got to get a reason behind it, right? We want to know, like, why wasn't they invited? Or if it's not true, is there proof that it was invited? That's usually what I go by. Hey, you got a text message to corroborate this. So who is this text from? This is baby sister, so I'm guessing it's Jenna. And what does she say? I just wanted to let you know, Dad has a living trust. Me and my mom are the trustees. He didn't leave you anything. I know that might hurt your feelings, but my mom is trying to find a way we can help y'all and make extra money out of her own good heart. She doesn't gotta do squat because everything's in our name. The courts take forever. The process, especially in a state, my mom said you can go ahead and get a lawyer, and that's what you want. I'm just letting you know what it is. Also, don't call my mother a bitch, kissy face. Just let her know you called her that, so all bridges are burned, little mama. Like, and what happens, right? What happens when you have these, I wouldn't say like fractured families, but clearly JDF moved on and he started a new family. And sometimes what happened is the original family have a little tension with the new family because maybe the new family or the original family may feel like, hey, they took my dad away from us. And, I know what that could feel like. You know, I know what that could feel like. Hold on, we got a supporter right here. Johnny Danger. Where he at? Where are we at? Johnny Danger with a $5 donation to the cause. What does he say? He says, Skye, you should go live and go live and do a Q&A because I want to know what happened to you and your sibs, mom, and why JDF didn't mention you guys. Shout out to Johnny Danger for the donation. Now look, before I did the stream, I did reach out to Skye and I offered her to come on. And that offer still stands. Once we get through all this, if she want to come on, she's more than welcome. More than welcome. Thank you, Johnny Danger, for the donation. Let's get to the next one. Jesus. Now I'm bringing everything to social media since y'all want to be messy. This is the court of public opinion. It's fine. Let's talk about the fact his kids weren't invited to the funeral. The widow took my dad from us all these years. Let's tell the truth. She's the reason my dad wasn't in me and my brother's life. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about, where you have that the sibling rivalry per se, kind of sort of, where the old family blames the new family for the dad walking away when it could have been extenuating factors. Like, I'm not going to speculate, but let's keep going. Let's keep going. Tammie claimed she went to get snacks, right? Left for 10 minutes while my dad self-transitioned in a hotel room. You are a liar. Okay, you deleted my dad and he was miserable with you. Like I said, we have no proof that any of this happened. Like, so I just don't even know what to say to that. All right, what is Jenna's? And Jenna, the little girl y'all idolized so much, telling me my dad, hated me and hated my brothers. Girl, you got another thing coming to you. You're mad because I'm his firstborn daughter. There you go again, that rivalry, that I'm the first daughter, you're the second daughter. That's kind of a triggering statement. I have a half brother and a half sister, and I never made statements like that. And but people get emotional, right? Emotional. She just lost her dad. She feels like maybe she's being not treated fairly and maybe not getting the answer she wants. So this is what she turns to. Blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about how your mom was a dancer and ruined a family. My mom had 3 kids with dad. You're the side bitch kid. Now, I don't know this to be true or not. This is all from Skye's Instagram. This could be true. This could not be true. I have no idea. So take this with a grain of salt. It's all alleged unless someone corroborates it. Like when you're an investigator, you want someone to corroborate the allegations, right? You want someone to say, hey, yeah, I seen her in the club. Or no, she was never that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, no, I never seen her in a club. I never seen her on a pole. She go to church every Sunday. She's a respectful woman. Like, okay. Anyway. You're unalive to me. My dad's not here to defend me, but it's all good. He knew what it was. So sorry you took your own. This makes no sense because we're miserable in your own. Not sure what she mean right there, but it seems like the relationship is severed. So in my mind, I'm just watching this unfold in real time. The relationship is severed. I would love to get an interview with the widow or the daughter. Now, I don't care about no money. My dad's gone, but to think this, look at these, see, when women don't get along, they're just they just lashing out. That tongue, boy, it's just sting. Like she's calling her evil women. He wanted a divorce for years, going in to get everything, and his 3 kids get nothing but one hoodie from my dad. Oh, Jesus. That's wild if you were the daughter and sons and you just got a hoodie. I wouldn't even know what to say to that. Yeah, okay, let's take this to court. I need an attorney ASAP. Little girl doesn't even know without a will his kids are entitled to his estate. Now, this is true to a certain extent, but we just saw Jenna say he had a living trust. Now, what happens? What's the difference between a trust and a will? Let me break it down for y'all. Everyone should get a trust. Bare minimum, you should have a will. If you got assets, you putting them in the trust. So basically, when you have a trust, you say, hey, I'm going to put my house, my cars, my businesses, I'm going to put everything in a trust, and they're going to oversee my assets in the event of my demise, right? This is usually an executor, a trustee, beneficiary. They handle the trust. A will is more like, okay, I'm gone. You get this, you get that. This person gets nothing, and y'all have a good life. So if he has a trust, whoever's the beneficiary of the trust gets everything. You can have a trust with no will. You can have a will with no trust. You want to, the main thing is you want to have something. Now we got some supporters up in here. Let me just stop to thank the supporters. What does J Morris 20X say? Come on, Henry. Just bring Skye up already. We can dissect this IG post later. You've got the real deal here and ready to go. Is she ready to go? Hold on. Is she ready to go? All right. Here we go. I'll drop the link. This link is for Skye only. Or her only. Okay. She need to cam up, and we'll just let her speak her piece. We'll let her speak her piece. We'll give her a platform, but she got to be respectful. She got to be respectful. That's for Skye only. All right. Thank you, Jay. Let's go to Mr. Monster. This Mr. Monster, right? Mr. Monster, shout out to you. He was here with the last stream. She had to have said something to him that upset him so bad that caused him to hurt himself like that. Maybe not deletion, but definitely gaslighting. Okay. You see what Mr. Monster did right there? That's respectful. He didn't make any heinous allegations. He didn't say nothing crazy. He said, hey, she could have gaslit him. Possibly. But Mr. Monster, what if I told you I got proof that she didn't? I got proof that she didn't gaslight him, and maybe she was there to help. Would that change your opinion? Oh, I'm getting too loud, guys. I'm getting too loud. Y'all got to calm me down. All right. Would that change your opinion on everything? Okay. I dropped the link. No, it's just for Skye. The link is just for Skye. So everyone else, don't hit the link, please. All right. I'll drop the link again, and I'll actually pin it. Copy. All right, sorry about this. This link is just for Skye. All right. If you ain't Skye, don't hit the link. All right. Come on. All right. Who is this? I'm not gonna say their name, but all right, y'all messing up the show. I'm about to ban them from the studio because they keep hitting the link. All right. Sorry about this, guys. Bear with me. They keep coming. The name needs to be Skye, and I need to see Skye's face. All right. So we did the whole will and trust. You took everything from me, my family, my dad, my childhood, now his life. I'm not letting you get away with this. All right. So, like I said, when you have that split family, you have that whole, you took dad away from me, even though it could have been dad who just was like, no, she did not take that, me from you. I just didn't want to be around your mom no more. Or maybe I had a better career opportunity in Texas than I did in California. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a myriad of reasons. Like, let's keep going because I believe it's some other stuff in here. Okay, someone is co-signing. I never wanted to do this, but now it's my turn for me and my brothers to finally get justice. I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of staying quiet. All right. Can people not named Skye stop hitting the link? I'm not letting y'all up here. Like, what are y'all doing? Like,
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Like, seriously, come on, guys. Like, it's simple instructions. All right. Look, man. Shout out to Jared. What does Jared say? Thank you for all the work you're doing. This means a lot to me and all of us who have unanswered questions and just want answers. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Y'all can't handle the truth, right? Let me break this down to you. I don't want to do this content anymore. I kid you not. It's so, when you start digging into someone's life and you start unraveling skeletons and you start changing your perception of how you view a person, it messes with me. Like, I want to break. I want to break from this, but I just keep pulling me back and pulling me back. And I'm here and I do want to break. But what does he say? Thank you for all the work you're doing. This means a lot to me and all of us who have unanswered questions and just want answers.
You can't handle the truth.
I'm telling you, y'all really can't. He represented a whole generation, and he did, right? So let me touch on this for a second, Jared. Let me single out Jared, right? You want answers, right? You know, there's an old saying, you never want to meet your heroes. You know why? Because they're never who you think they are. And not saying JDF was or wasn't, but I'm saying there's some stuff, you know, that I uncovered where it's like, okay, you have this guy with this great legacy, and you have a lot of people who feel a certain way towards his widow, who I even changed my opinion based on the information I found this morning of all times, about the whole situation. So you think about that, right? You think this guy is so great, he's so good. And then you start digging and you see like, oh, whoa, what's this? And then you start looking at the widow like, yo, I think there may be some truth to what she's saying. And people are not giving her that opportunity because not everyone's an investigator. They just like, well, I believe she did this, so she did it. And I'm like, come on. Like, we gotta look at the facts. But thank you, Jared, for the $10 donation. I appreciate it, my brother. All right, let's keep going. Who is this? Who is this in the back? Anyway, I never wanted to do this, but now it's my turn for me and my brothers to get justice. I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of staying quiet. Okay. But people are looking at Skye like,
how dare you?
How dare you speak out, Skye? How dare you? All right. This is her quoting the TMZ article. A heated argument, and then he self-transitioned. That's not what she told me. Uh-oh. Now we got discrepancies, right? So this is where you want Skye to come up and you say, hey, Skye, what did she tell you? And, you know, these posts are cool, but it should be a interview, right? Sorry you're going through this. Not going to lie. Some of the things Jenna has posted, I feel like she's throwing shade towards you, but I could be wrong. Again, sorry for your loss. I had the pleasure of meeting your dad. He was a great man, and a lot of us did. And he was a great man. He is a great man. Just more justice. All right, here we go. This says it's from Tammie, the widow. Shout out to you, Chris Sanchez, for the $1.99 donation. What does Tammie say? Skye, you really going to say lies about me?
How dare you?
Wow, I have done nothing but best my ass with this mess dad left. Yes. And you know what? Shout out to the widow, because when someone dies and you have to basically take on everything that they left behind. And not everyone, like, this was not like oh, grandpa's been sick, he's been transitioning for a while, we have all his legal affairs in order. This ain't that. This is someone who suddenly, abruptly is gone. And now it's like the family is left to pick up the pieces. All right. So let's give his widow a little bit of grace. We cannot help it that he did not leave you guys anything. I was going to help you guys find a way to make money. This is very dysfunctional. We don't need this ish in our life. You're making yourself look bad because there are complete lies and you're talking really ugly things about me. Really, Skye, okay? Now look, shout out to the widow, right? Because when my mom texts me, right, She ends every freaking text message with okay. Not trying to make light of the situation, but that's a mother right there. Okay. So look at me. All right. What does Skye responds with? Can y'all see this? I'm sorry. I'm over here tripping. Why y'all ain't tell me to make this bigger? That's what she said. All right. It's not about money.
Stop the.
Well, no, it's not about money, okay? Lies. You lied to me and told me you guys were okay talking and how he was crying, talking about his childhood, how you left to get snacks and come back and the door was locked. The hotel released statements, how you guys were arguing, hotel staff had to get involved. Then he self-transitioned, okay? Like, now look, this is kind of like a trap, okay? And you're like, how is this a trap? She's posting this, and if you don't respond, it's an issue. If you do respond, you already know that it's probably gonna make its way to social media. But what do y'all think about that, right? She's saying that she's lying. He was talking about his childhood, and in the people post, she did say he had some trauma from his childhood. You told Tony, which is his best friend, people who super chatted, I'm gonna get to y'all, have us send our information out because we were a part of the will. You also sent Jacob, a brother, a message saying, sorry to burst your bubble. You're not getting any money. Like, this is about money? Like,
Jesus Christ.
my father gone, and you guys are being evil, keeping us from knowing anything about dad's estate, okay? You lied multiple times about many things. Jenna coming forward, telling me my dad hates us. Like,
How dare you?
what? Oh, gosh. And all this other BS. Who says stuff like that? Like, okay, y'all say I don't need the sound effects, but look, the sound effects, I just got to lighten it up a little bit because this is heavy stuff. Like, this is heavy stuff. It's heavy for me, and it's wild. But if y'all want me to chill on the sound effects, I'll chill on the sound effects. People who super chatted, I'm going to get to y'all. I promise you. I promise. What does JC say? Skye, get on and speak your piece. Those who know the truth aren't scared to hide when the spotlight is on. If the widow is innocent, she'll defend. And we're going to get to her post. We are. I promise you. We are. Thank you, JC, for the $5 donation. What does Greg Menenstein say? Who is the trustee on JDF's trust, and where are the documents for the trust bylaws? That's an excellent question, right? And you can find that out if you search the probate records. Basically, when someone transitions and there is a trust, if there is a trust, like Jenna said, you check the probate records, you find them, boom, everything should be there, listed, ready to go. So shout out to Greg Mendenstein for the $15 donation. I appreciate you. And let's keep cooking. Let's keep cooking. We got all this, right? We got all this, right? How's everyone feeling about this? If you team Skye, put a 1 in the chat. If you team other family, put a 2. And I'm not trying to be divisive. I'm just trying to take a poll to see where everyone stands. Where does everyone stand? Come on. Johnny Danger, Skye, start a OF. Come on, man. I mean, I appreciate the donation. But all right. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Multiple times, act like he never. All right. You guys act like he never had another family, and I'm going to tell my side now, respectively. The world already had begun talking about you. I'm not lying. I'm telling God the truth. You're not a good person. You're fake. You didn't invite my brothers to the funeral, and you talk ish about my brothers to my face. This is reprehensible. This is reprehensible. You're not a good person. Whoa. I'll tell my side, since you guys want to be so hurtful and evil, I'm done talking. Look, I don't know what to make of this. I'm not saying she's lying or anything like that. But what I am saying is, where's the proof, right? When you dealing with something like this, you want the proof. You want like a uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Chris Sanchez. I have Tammie on the whoa. I think we have someone in the audience. She wants to come on right now. And unfortunately, she's gonna have to hit the link. I'm sorry. If his widow wants to come on right now, she has to hit the link. I want at least some family member to come on and clear this up for anything. But if she don't hit the link is posted in the chat. She comes on right away. We are not playing. All right, where we at? You have not tried to help us. This makes me sick to my stomach, even though to take it this far, this breaks my heart. This was never about being about doing what's right. Look, man, I'm just the middleman. I don't have here's proof. My dad's friend saying my dad left me and my brothers on a will and to send all of your information over. Now y'all see how messy this really is and why it's extremely upset. It's not about money. It's about this women and Jenna trying not to include me and my brothers like we didn't matter to my dad. All right, what does this text message say? Let me make it bigger because people want to see this, right? I imagine. Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's from Tony, which is supposed to be his best friend. And what does the text message say? Got it, sent it. Okay, keep me updated. I will. Jacob needs your phone number. Already sent it. Okay, I sent her all the info. Keep me updated. If I hear anything, also let Alyssa know. I don't know who Alyssa is, but none of this says anything about a will. So where is the will aspect? We got 482 people in the chat. Can we get 20 more likes for me covering this salacious, this stuff? Okay, more from Tony is going to send me your address right now. On my end, do you have everything you need from us? You're good. I already sent your info. Just need theirs. Okay, here's Jacob's ID. None of this says, hey, y'all are on the will. Just my observation. None of that says, hey, we're on the will. Someone sent a supporter. JDF, more JDF stuff. I stand with Skye. You're the only one who looks like him. Post the link again. Okay. All right. Someone said it's posted at the top. If someone wants to come on, it's posted at the top. It's posted at the top of the chat, but I'll invite, copy, post. The link is there. Replace pin message. Link is there. If Skye wants to come up, if Jenna wants to come up, if his widow wants to come up, anyone, those are the only 3 people I really want to see right now. So the link is there. Let me make sure I miss no super chats. Just going through it. Okay, here we go. I have Tammie on the phone. She wants to come on a phone call right now. Look, I am a new YouTuber. I don't got the phone capabilities. Sorry. But if she hit the link, she can come on. But she's gonna have to cam up. We're gonna have to see her face. We're gonna have to know that it's her because we got trolls. We got a lot of trolls out here. So if she wants to come up, she can come up. Now let's go to her stories, right? This shout out to Chris Sanchez for that donation, by the way. Appreciate you. What does Mr. Monster say? I am team evidence, but leaning towards team Skye. All right, Mr. Monster, at least you team evidence. That's what you want to be. So this is her Instagram, and she says, "This is my brother sent me honoring our dad because he wasn't invited to the actual funeral." So what is he doing? He's lighting a candle with a picture of his dad. this could be traumatic, right? Like, could you imagine? Like, maybe you didn't have the closest relationship with your dad, but you still love them in some capacity, and then he transitions and you're not invited to the freaking funeral. I don't know if this is true or not. I wish someone from the family would come up and confirm, like say, hey, no, it's not true. They all were invited. They chose not to come or they couldn't come. Whatever, they want to make or whatever they want to say, this is this is this is bad. If it's true, it's bad. Oh, she posted the link to my. No wonder I got 500 people. She posted it. All right. What did she say here? Gotta pause it. This is in response to his widow's recent statement. Whoa. Let's go back. Let's pause it. Tammie, you are a liar, Lo. Me and my dad been talking. We fell off for a year over a reason that had nothing to do with money or financial help. I can't read it for now. She wants to comment. What's coming next? You won't expect. All right, we'll get to the widow's response. We'll get to her response. He wasn't close to his kids. Okay, he bought my brother a motorcycle before he had passed away. Then been talking to their relationship was good. You're the one who hates Jacob. I'm exposing you, bitch. Like, look, Skye, you got to stop calling her names because look, when you want to prove a point, and this is in my career, once you start going to insults, you automatically lose the argument. So like, if you want to just say, hey, you lied, just leave it at you lied. But once you throw that insult on, it just kills the whole argument. All right, this is coming from her brother. What she says. The widow used to get mad at my dad because he would take me to the gym in Texas and he never did this with Jenna. That could be bad. She always liked to compare Shayla to us. She hit dad over the head with a heel and made dad's head bleed. She went to jail because I believe a night or so for this. I'll have to check her criminal record, but I mean, at the same time, I don't even want to check her criminal record. Like, you guys have no idea what this does to my soul. Like, this may be, you know what? I think my last stream is going to be proving that what the widow said was true. What she said was true. And then I'll leave it at that. And you got all my evidence. And then y'all could just make your own thing. And I'll just ride off into the sunset and, play with my daughter and do the robot voice for her and make her laugh. And we got Disney on Ice this weekend. So she excited. I'm excited. But anyway, this is another allegation. You were abusive to my dad and even stated my dad in the divorce paperwork. That's over the internet. You're not fooling anyone. Yes, he did say it was cruel treatment, right? But it was also cruel treatment on both ends. And this typically happens in divorce. It happened in mine. Well, I didn't say cruel treatment. She said cruel treatment, of course. And that's just what it is. They, no one wants to say, hey, we just didn't get along. Everyone wants to say it's someone else's fault. So that's where we at with that. Anyway, let's go to the next one. I witnessed Tammie causing a scene, throwing shoes and stuff at dad while yelling at him, talking about their mom. This is people who stand with her. This is dad's childhood bunny. He knew This is Chad's childhood bunny. He knew I still had it before he passed away. Uh-oh. Who is this? Is this the brother? All right, look, man. This is getting a little heavy for me. Is this heavy for y'all? Like, is that her brother crying? Man, I think a certain way for a reason, Skye. Jenna can call me right now. I still won't answer. She took too long and I'm very emotional right now. I need to be alone. Like, see, let me put the banner up because self-transitioning is contagious, right? That's why I don't like cover it. Like, I don't think I could cover this anymore. Because, like, what happens if the brother transitions, right? We don't want that. We don't want anyone self-transitioning. I don't want to see no one self-transitioning. Like, it's so bad because maybe the son didn't get the closure he wanted. Maybe Skye didn't get the closure she wanted. And it just leaves so many unanswered questions. Tammie, look what you did to my brother by not involving him with our father's funeral. You caused him this life of pain. Like, Jesus. Whoa, what's this? She posted this. That's my dad. Blah, 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 blah. That's why my dad told me not to tell Tammie that he bought me the motorcycle. My dad has helped me out with money over the years, and every time he did, he told me not to tell. I wonder why. Now, look, I have no idea if this is true or not. This could just be this could literally just be someone stirring up trouble, right? Stirring up trouble. Just someone just Anyway, man, this is heavy. Like, I don't think people understand how heavy it is. If you super chat it, I am going to get to you. No super chat gets missed on my watch. But it's so many people chatting. Can y'all hit the like button? Can I get 10 likes? We got 489 people in the chat and only 219 likes. Can we get the likes up? Like, I should supposed to be asleep right now. And like, just like the stream. It's free. It's the sponsor. It's the sponsor. All right, brother. This is more. Dad sent me stuff before he passed away, and I'm sure he kept her in the dark. It's not looking good for you right now. Make sure, blah, blah, blah. Knows that every time Dad helped me out and told me not to tell. So basically what's happening is these siblings are having their own conversation and showing like, hey, this is what happened. This dad would help us out from time to time. Am I missing something? Oh, no. I'm so behind in the chat. All right. Greg Minstein. All right. Is Jenna really JDF's daughter? Look, I ain't seen the paternity test, but I'm willing to bet, yes, that's JDF's daughter. Like, I appreciate the support, but I would say, yeah, that's the daughter for sure. That's the daughter for sure. And what does I'm really annoyed by other Ranger actors defending Tammie. Ooh, boy, let me hide that. Anyway, what do y'all think so far? Like, Skye is putting everything out here. Now here's the thing, the receipts are what get me, right? When someone posts the receipts, like, this is so small. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Nope, I cannot make it bigger. It just makes the freaking chat box bigger. Sorry about that, y'all. Basically what you're seeing, my brother has this question for you. How I got this stuff if we weren't close. So this looks like memorabilia from the father. How do you get it? Now look, I could play devil's advocate and say he bought it offline. Maybe. All right, what's this? Okay, bet. I know Jenna is fake. Dad spoke to me about Jenna about 5 months before Dad transitioned. He told me he doesn't know what it is with Jenna and these women because Jenna was raised right and had everything she needed. Dad couldn't understand what it was about Jenna because Jenna wanted to live the street life and hanging around a bunch of hoodlums and stuff. Dad also said most people that come from the street won't get off the street, but Jenna act like she wants to be from the street. She ain't from the street. She was raised right. I've seen Jenna's profile. I've seen some rappers out there. All right, we got another donation. JC says, JDF saved me from self-deleting back in July when we worked together. Tammie, to those who are survivors, let us know the truth of what happened. See, JC is a non-believer, right? And that's fine. You could be skeptical. So what happens is sometimes the truth is so hard to believe, right? And being an investigator, right? I'll drop this down for a second. I had an investigation. Ooh, and I knew I was so right. I was like, oh, they said this happened. I recreated the scene. This is what actually happened. And they was like, no, this happened. Trust me. And we go to the hearing and guess what they do? They pull out some tape from another building that actually caught the whole thing transitioning and boom. Even though my investigation was, objective and I had the proof that it happened my way, it was one of those things where it's like, hey, nope, the camera caught it, and this is how it happened, and there was nothing I could say. It was just like, I was just done. So I get what you're saying, JC. I get what you're saying. I appreciate the donation, but let's get back to it so we can get to Tammie's side. All right, what's next? Looks like she's posted more of my stuff, the divorce petition. Shout out to her for at least promoting the stream. Okay, this is a video. Let's get this.
Happy birthday, Jacob. 17. That's crazy. Time flies. Anyway, I'm on my way to Streamline to go train, and got my fight coming up, so I'm training hard. Thanks.
All right, let's go back to that. Let's do that one more time.
What's up, guys? July 19th. It's my son's birthday. Happy birthday, Jacob. 17. That's crazy. Time flies. Anyway, I'm on my way to Streamline to go train, and got my fight coming up, so I'm training hard. Thanks.
All right, let's go to the next one. And shout out to Jenna, shout out to both of them, right? Because here's their profile. I mean, I guess this is the street stuff, I guess. But let's go to, before we get into it, what do y'all think so far? Let me go down to the bottom. Any good questions? Any good questions? Like this is Skye's story. This is Skye's recollection. Now we about to get to Tammie's and see what Tammie says, right? Because look, I'll tell you this. I know how this story ends. I have information I'm just not sharing, but maybe I'll share it tomorrow. Like I said, I think my last stream is going to be defending Tammie because what I have could potentially just blow this thing wide open. And any good questions? Nothing? All right. Someone said, come on, Skye, you here? You watching? Hit the link. Hit the link, Skye. They want to hear from you. They want to hear from you. I won't even ask you no questions. If you want to just say your piece, you can say, hey, Henry, stop doing what you're doing. I hate it. And I'm like, all right, say your piece. All right. And shout out to April, right? I'll never trust the widow. April is pretty smart. And I've talked to April plenty of times. She got a beautiful family. All right, we got a $1.99 donation, a Christmas ornament. Hold on. To Weena 1981, a Christmas ornament of JDF helped save my life. Okay, shout out to you, Weena. All right, let's get into what Tammie said. Let me make this bigger because I believe I can. All right. Man, let me get some water. Y'all can see it. I will be making a statement or a video statement within the next week so you guys could understand what was going on this past summer. I'm giving her so much grace because I know what was going on this past summer. I know, I've seen it. And maybe shed some light on my husband's struggles. I would never speak ill of my husband, and guess what? She has never spoken ill of him. Never, not once, not one time. I can't find one article with her saying anything bad about him. Just being an investigator, I'm just giving y'all the facts. And it was his decision to leave everything to my daughter and I. I think that may be a little white lie. I think that may be a little white lie, right? Because on a trust, right, you usually have one beneficiary. Now you can have co-beneficiaries and things of that nature. However, I'm a father, right? If I go, my daughter gets everything. Not her mom, not my sister, not anyone else but my daughter. And if I'm JDF and I'm smart enough to get a prenup, I'm smart enough to leave my daughter everything. Keep that in mind, y'all. That might come in hand later. It may come in hand later. Let's get back to her post. Yes, he had 3 other children. He was not close to them. He tried several times to help them out financially, but it was very dysfunctional. That's unfortunate. I even told Skye I would help her brother come up with some money. Come up with a way to make some money. This was Jason's wishes, not mine. Everyone knew this. I had invited her to my house, was very welcoming, and even offered her to come back and stay with us. Okay, that's nice. If this is true, this is a nice gesture. This is what we call an olive branch, right? You have this family, they're strained, they're not talking, the trust has eroded. And what does she do? She says, hey, come stay at the house with us. Come meet your sister. Come, we're not the enemy. Now, if this is true, this is admirable. This is what you kind of want to see, right? But at this point, no one knows what me and Jenna is going through, what we're having to deal with on a daily basis. I actually do, right? Let me show you what they're having to deal with. This face group right here. Like, I don't even know how this got to be a thing on Facebook, but it's reprehensible. Anyway, back to this. So you guys think what you want of me, and you know what? That is good. She says, hey, think what you want of her. And sometimes what happens, right? When you know the truth, when you know what happened, you just like, look, I don't care what y'all think. I said my piece. It is what it is. And I'm like, okay, at first I wasn't really believing, the whole story. And then, boom, I get some information this morning. And I'm like, whoa, I believe, I'm starting to believe her. So you know what? I would like to do, if possible, right? Tammie, contact me. I know you see the content. I know you do, because I've never commented on your profile, but I couldn't comment if I wanted to. But I'm not the enemy. Anyway, so you guys can think what you want of me. Me and Jason have been together for 23 years. I worked my ass off at the karate school where we built these schools together. I was there just as many hours as he was. Ooh, gotta drop a bomb for that. Because guess what? That personal friend that reached out to me confirmed that yes, she did help build the doggone dojos. She did help with the school. And they mapped it all out for me of how the whole plan was and how she was instrumental in him doing that. So, like I said, the information I got this morning, you see, it changed me. Like, I only post to try to get my mind off the pain for a few seconds a day. I will post again when my live interview comes out. But until then, I will not. And shout out to her. Shout out to her. Tammie, Jenna, Skye. Let me go full screen, right? I would love for all of y'all to just come together as a family and stay off freaking Instagram and outing people and calling each other names and just come together. Because look, I come from a similar background. Like, my dad has a completely different family. So if he was to transition, I'll probably get invited to the funeral because I know his whole entire family. I don't know him, but he'll leave his other kids everything. And I'll just be like, cool, that's what he's supposed to do. Okay. Like, hey, my mom could be a handful. I'll just say that. But I really would love this families to come together and say, look, we going to stop posting on Instagram. We're going to sit down. We're going to sort out our differences. We're going to be transparent with each other. And we going, hey, you could be divided by trauma or united by trauma. It's traumatic. You lost your father. Let's see what we got here. What do y'all think about this? I've been streaming for an hour. Does anyone want to come up and say their piece? I'll drop the link. But look, I don't got much time, man. I'm hot. My voice is still cracking. I'm like, my daughter,
How
like,
dare you?
I know I saw some super chats. We about to get to the super chats in a second. What does Johnny Danger? Yo, shout out to Johnny Danger, man. Where is Skye's mom, Shauna, in all this? She's been quite quiet and she hasn't said anything. I don't know if she was invited to the funeral, but she was there. I've heard like some rumors about some other things, but Johnny Danger, shout out to you, man, for like the good questions, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. All right, what does Johnny Flash say with the $5 donation? Skye has her platform and put it all on the line to defend her dad. She is the firstborn. She is his legacy. She knows him more than they do. I don't know about that statement, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to speak for Skye. She could speak for herself, but I'll say I don't think they were in each other's life for the entire duration. So you take that into consideration and you look at Jenna, who's been there the entire time, and maybe Skye, who was off and on, and maybe some of the brothers too. And shout out to the brothers. Like, if y'all want to reach out to me just to talk off the record, and people know my stuff is off the record because a lot of people didn't hit me up and none of that stuff has ever come out. So shout out to them. I'll drop the link. We'll get a couple people up and then I got to go to bed. Copy. You got to cam up. If you want to say something, cam up. Johnny Danger, the people who contributed, y'all can get first dibs. The link is in the description. I really don't have I don't have much more because this wasn't the planned stream. My next one, though, the next one when I could potentially clear Tammie's name, that's gonna be fire. People gonna hate me. People gonna leave. Make sure y'all like the stream. Like the stream is sponsored by the like button. My overall thoughts, right? I'll give it to y'all. Optically, it looks bad. And I think what his widow is doing is, believe it or not, she's protecting him. She's protecting his legacy. And she's dealing with a lot. And she's getting no credit for it. No credit whatsoever. In fact, I would say she's getting the complete opposite. She's getting blamed for it. And, even me, I think the divorce contributed to it. But when I found out some stuff that was going on this morning, I said, whoa, this is a little deeper. This is a little deeper. Like, all right, here we go. I'll show you guys this. Give me 1 second. This ain't what I found out, but this is something I kind of already knew. But we'll go through it. Power Rangers star Jason David Frank was dragged to court by the father of his late stepdaughter's child weeks before his demise. Okay, this is Radar Online. This guy, Brian Newman, oh my goodness. He has a little bit more than me, but we pretty much got the same stuff. He's been covering this, and shout out to Ryan Newman. Who we got down here? We got TX Truth. Hold on, TX Truth. I see you. Can you go on camera? Can I see your face? There we go. TX Truth. I'm going to get to you. Just give me like 2 minutes. All right. Let me just hang tight. So in this article, Jason David Frank was not only dealing with the nasty divorce at the time of his demise, but he was being sued by the father of the late stepdaughter's child. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online. Remember, court documents are public information. Anyone can get them. Back in October, Jason and his estranged wife, Tammie, were taken to court by a man named Jason Meekins. This is Shayla's presumed father of their child. Meekins is the biological father to a young child named Drayden Meekins. Tammie's daughter, Shayla B, is the mother of Drayden. That's the child you see all over Instagram. However, Shayla passed away in October 2021. I even found out how she transitioned at the age of 26. In his petition, Meekins said he was married to Shayla at the time of her demise. He said Drayden was living with both of them. Okay, there's Shayla, RIP to Shayla. Drayden said that Jason and Tammie had refused. Can y'all see this? Y'all want me to make it bigger? Wait a second, I'll make it bigger. All right. Drayden said that Jason and Tammie refused to return the child Meekins after numerous requests. The child is illegally restrained by Jason and Tammie in the petition read. There she go. Skip this guy doggone ad. Like, look at all these articles for legal stuff that be popping up. He further said they had denied him access to communication with Drayden. He demanded the child be brought to him immediately. The case was active at the time of Jason's demise. All right. All right. So that's that. So what do y'all think of that? Like that was going on, right? So we got all that plus the stuff I found out this morning weighing on him, and he decided to self-transition. All right, TX Truth, can you come back to the camera, please? All right, we about to bring TX Truth up, making sure we don't got no super chats, any questions. She look ready. Is her wig on? Her wig's on. Her makeup's popping. She's smiling. Let's
Hi,
get...
guys. Hi.
Hello,
Thank you.
TX
I'm
Truth.
sorry. I look rough. It's been a day.
What do you think about all this?
You know, I'm not personally a fan of JDF. I'm not a fan. Like, does that make sense? Like, I'm not a follower. I'm not like, it's not like that. But
Okay.
I'm nosy. I saw a lot of this stuff play out.
All right, before you speak.
Yeah.
No allegations.
No allegations.
No disrespect.
No disrespect.
Just, hey, all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Just quick reminder, like you said, all of these legal documents, divorce and the lawsuit, everything is public record. So, you know, anyone can go on the Harris County Court's websites. I would advise people to please do your own research. If you really want to,
facts.
Yes, if you really want to know, it's all public record, you
All
guys.
public
It's very
record.
easy. Yeah. But you know, just really, I feel for his daughter, for Skye. Again, I don't know her. Breaks my heart, a lot of the stuff, and I do feel for everyone that was affected, his fans, his family. I think this is a terrible, terrible thing that's happened. And speculation is also like, it's rooted in evil. And I just want to encourage people to just go get the facts. Like, it's so easy just to, you know,
And
hop
like I
on a
said-
train with like team this, team that. But, you know, God bless Skye and her journey that she's about to embark on. And like, just everyone else, just please get the facts and maybe be like a silent observer.
Okay. Yeah. Silent observer is good. Anything else you want to say?
No, just want to encourage everyone to go get the facts. You know,
Go get the
they're
facts.
public record.
There
Please,
are public
just
records.
don't speculate. Just get the facts, guys. It's not that hard. It's really easy. They have a they walk you through how to do it on the website. Anyone can get can join. So it's public record.
I've been through it. I've
Yeah.
hit the like button, y'all. We got 40,000 people in here and only 2,000 likes. Come on, can we get 4,000 likes up in there?
Thanks
All
for
right,
having me.
it's true.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming up. You can come back anytime. All right, let's see. Someone said send the link. It's at the top of the chat. It's literally at the top of the chat. I'll send the link again. Whoa, hold on. My man Henry, why you do Skye like that? Ignore her. This is her time. Yo, where is Skye? I dropped the link. The link's been in the chat. She could have came up plenty of times. Like, where is Skye? I didn't ignore her at all. Like, we got 400 people in here. If you think I'm reading every single chat, I'm not. She should have hit the freaking link. Okay, I appreciate you commenting, but you have to come up. People want to see you, Skye. People want to see you. I can't just keep seeing you chat. Like, hit the link. Skye, hit the link. Show your face or not show your face. You have that option. You alone have that option. People want to hear you out. So if you hit the link, that'd be the best thing for you to do to speak your piece. If you type in, it's not going to come over well. Let's see. What'd she say? I'm not. Here we go, right? Now she's accusing me of clout chasing. This is emotion. I'm not taking anyone's side. I'm saying there's evidence that there's more going on. And if you don't want to come up and share your piece and you want to go to your platform to do it, that is perfectly fine. But I'm just saying, like, and I'm not, we'll talk privately, Skye, because I don't like what you're doing right now. I don't like what you're doing, but you can still come up. You want to come up and say, hey, I'm clout chasing, go for it. I said potentially clear her name. And we're gonna have to just talk behind the scenes, because what you're doing right now, you're speaking from emotion, and I get that. And all right, shout out to April. She like, hey, I'm with Skye. All right, let's do a poll. Put a 1 in the chat if you think I'm team Tammie. Put a 2 in the chat if you think I'm team Skye. Now, Skye I think it's messed up what's happening to her. But Skye also know, me and Skye had plenty of conversations. So I forget. 1 is if I'm team Tammie, 2 if I'm team Skye, 3 if I'm team evidence. Skye, speak the truth. She don't want to come up. People say I'm playing both sides. Look, you got to be, if you're an investigator, right? And we say, let's look at Viper Plays, right? Viper Plays says, hey, you're playing both sides. And they say, hey, Viper Plays did this. He did this heinous act. And here's the facts that says Viper Plays did this heinous act. Hold on, who is this? This is the truth. All right, give me 1 second, the truth. Viper Plays did this heinous act. And I start investigating this act that Viper Plays is accused of doing. And then I get evidence that says, hey, Viper Plays probably wasn't doing this heinous act. Like, he wasn't even there. In fact, this is why he was here. Me and Skye gonna have to talk. And I don't like what she just did, but I don't blame her, because I know she's emotional. Look at her. She think I'm team Tammie. Everyone think I'm team Tammie. There we go. Brian McLeod says team evidence. All right, we're gonna talk about this, right? Let's get the truth up. She want to speak her piece. Someone said 420. All right. All right, 420. What you got for me, man? How you doing?
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on?
So, I just want to know, like, what are you like gaining off of this? Are you doing like monetary stuff? Or are you just like, is it just for just?
It's for the truth. Like, I
For
kid
the
you
truth?
not. All right. So,
Okay. No, we just all want to know, because everyone's sending super chats and stuff like that.
oh yeah.
Are you going to take those super chats and donate it to like a
No.
suicide prevention or anything like that?
No, I'm gonna take it and recoup the cost I did to like all the legal documents. They're not free. That's literally like money.
Well, for your divorce, or
no, for his. I posted all of them. Have
Okay.
you watched any of my content?
No, I'm just making sure that you're not doing this for monetary gain.
No, I don't.
JDF is a big, he's a big mainstay in the '90s and stuff like that for Power Rangers fans in general. And to see some of your content and then how you sway back and forth with some of the things you say,
Here's the
makes some of the fans wonder what if you're doing it to let everyone know or for monetary gain. So
that's fair. One, monetary gain, this content ain't making nothing. But what I'm trying to say is, if you have evidence, right? At first, it was the divorce, and then we had Tammie's story where say, hey, we had a great time. I left for 10 minutes. I came back. He's gone. And everyone's like, yo, that makes no sense. And then I'm like, it makes no sense to me. I even did a video saying, hey, it makes no sense whatsoever. If the truth is having the time of his life with his soon to be, wife that he's reconciling with, and she leaves, comes back, and you're going, and she's like, oh, well, he was depressed. And I'm like, nah, no one has a good time and just deletes themselves.
No, exactly. And exactly. I think that's going to be brought out in court, because it's I think Skye said in one of the comments that she's going to be taking Tammie to court. So, and I think that's the best option if we're going to find the truth out.
So here's the thing. So you have that now. Okay, so now I get evidence, right? Let's say if there's a text message where JDF says, hey, Tammie, can you come here? I'm having a tough day. Then what do you say? What do you say to that? The truth? Do you say, what's your recourse for that? If you have a text message that says from him to her, hey, I'm having it rough right now. I know we're going through divorce, but can you please come here?
Like I said, I think when she takes her to court, there's going to be documentation from text messages, but the police has already supposedly looked at Tammie's phone. But I think we just need more clarification.
I think it's gonna come out in due time.
I think so too, but I think you're also holding some stuff back, like you said.
I am
so.
holding some stuff.
I know, I know, and
am
that's what makes makes us think that this might be monetary.
Okay, here's why I'm holding stuff back. One, it hasn't finalized yet. It's just in the process. Okay, so I can say, hey, this is what's going on. I don't know the outcome. Or I can say,
but if you're doing this for the love of journalism and wanting the truth, then you should not hold things back. You should let us know. For
here's the thing, right?
for the justice of JDF and his children.
I have a source that's close to the widow, and they gave me a statement, and I said, hey, I'm going to put this statement out like this, and I'll plan on putting it out tonight. They emailed me probably a half an hour before I started the stream and said, hey, can you not put it out like that? Can you put it out like this?
Okay.
Do I just put that statement out and say, well,
no,
this person?
If you're a respectful person, then you wait. So I understand. I just wanted clarification for. I know there's a lot of trolls, but me personally, I wanted clarification. So I really appreciate your time.
Thank you for coming up. The truth. You can come up anytime.
Hey, thank you. Have a good one.
All right, bye-bye. All right, who do we got back here? We got Phantasm. Your camera a little fuzzy. Is Skye still here? Like the chat, help the stream. What she says. I don't trust you, and you people like to get views. Look at this. Look at this, right? This was never about helping me expose Tammie. It's about helping you get views. This is emotion. This is emotion. I gave her so much free game. So much free game. Phantasm, can you get a better camera? All right. Let's get that off. Anyone else want to come up? Let me drop the link. Copy. You got a cam up. All right. Train. All right. Here we go. How's it going? Train with Kevin Fitness. All right. Here we go.
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
How are you, man? What you got to say today?
So it's actually I'm JC, the one that did the super chat a couple times.
Ah, JC, thank you, man. How's it going, man? What do you think about this?
So here's the thing, right? On Instagram, I'm sort of like whatever, a celebrity or whatnot, right? And I'm in like the bodybuilding community, so people always will ask me, hey, what are you taking? What are you doing? Nowadays, you get canceled for anything, right? If I told them, yeah, if I take Advil, that's why I look all muscular. So you have to be transparent. Obviously, you're getting a lot of hate.
Oh, I get
comments, but I guess when you mentioned about how they wanted them, or Tammie gave you guys the information and said, release it, not like this, but like that, right? Is that what you mentioned before in the earlier chat?
There's a friend who said, hey, don't release this, release it like that. And they didn't say like change it. They just said further redact it. Okay. Because what's happening is people are coming to me and saying, hey, I got information. And I'm like, okay, so I have to literally vet every person that comes up to me with information. Like I've gotten conspiracy theories. I've gotten, this is the person who did it. I've gotten, hey, I was a close friend with JDF. And I'm like, all right, well, show me a picture from 5 years ago. And they're like, oh, we never did social media. So,
no, I mean, it makes sense. No, because I actually ended up, I had the opportunity to work with him back in July and I had like a pretty close conversation with him that I mentioned in the super chat. And as anybody, there's always going to be speculation of some sort, or it's just difficult to hear because like I was talking about how with like IG and transparency, the longer you take, the more it feels like that your credibility gets shot. I'm not going to sit here and say your credibility is shot, but people just want to obviously know, because not just of the fact of if he's right or wrong, right? Maybe Tammie could be right. Who am I to say anything? I don't know shit, right? Skye wants. Oh, sorry for the.
I appreciate it. It's fine.
But coming from a situation that she's in, I kind of get it. I've been there. Not putting emotion towards it, because it's not always emotion that we go based off of. Maybe retaliation, like saying certain words and phrasing. But she wants to know the truth just as much as we want to know because for some, it's not. Some say it's a legacy. Some say that it was a hero. I actually got to be right next to the guy. I was working with him for a full 12 hours, and the entire time, all you hear is Tommy, 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 Tommy. You know, Power Rangers, but nobody ever goes Jason. You know what I mean? And that's all the guy ever wanted. So that's why there's more of an emotional asking that that you have some kind of information that we want to know. So hopefully you don't take it as an offense either. It's
No, look, I've been getting.
It seems like if you're going to put it tomorrow, right? I get it. I've
been getting hate from both sides.
I get it. It has to be. There's always two to tango. You know what I'm saying?
I get hate from everyone that says, "Hey." At first, everyone was like, yeah, we think she did something. And then when I say, hey, I think it was something else, they're like, oh, how dare you think it was something else other than what we already perceived to be true?
Okay, I'll give you an example, right? Look at Kevin Spacey. He was a great actor.
Oh,
amazing actor.
That is a great example of how everyone canceled him, and then he's found innocent, but the damage is already done.
And it's unfortunate. Look at obviously, I am not relating JDF to Kevin Spacey, but the fact that, or like just recently, what happened, Johnny Depp.
Yes,
poor man got dragged, and I have, I'm a huge fan, Tim Burton, whatever, the list goes on, and I stuck through it the entire time. And even if he was found guilty, right? If you're gonna stick through it, you got to stick through it because we're human. Not saying JDF is guilty, not saying Tammie's guilty, but in my personal experience, once again, like I mentioned on IG, the more you hide and the longer you take, the worse it looks. Even if she's protecting JDF if he did do something wrong or if he didn't, right? Why not just go off and say it? Why is it taking so long? Somebody tries to put me on the spotlight, there's no reason to, because I'll tell you the honest truth, because there's no need for me to hide it. You know what I'm saying? But obviously my industry is a lot different than yours, right? I'm just a bodybuilder who has a training company.
Hey,
a lot different.
Shout out to you, man. I appreciate the support, and thanks for actually coming up and having the courage to speak, because most people won't even speak their piece. They'll say it in the chat and they'll thumbs down the stream or whatever. But this is what happened.
I mean, not everybody.
Hold on, let's read what let's read what Skye said. Hold on. I feel like she pushed my dad to self-delete. They were going through a divorce for one. For two, they had a restraining order against Tammie. If they were working things out, happy, why'd he do it? And this is true. And I've also said this. I've said this too.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. That day when we worked together, I'm not gonna say much, but I heard some things that he said, and a lot of it, I also don't want to say too much either. But right,
no one wants to say anything.
In that position either, but I mean, it's a little bit different, right? This is what you do.
Yeah,
so you're gonna be under this fire, right? This is what you want.
Because no one wants to come up, JC. No one wants to come up. They want to hide behind the keyboard. They say what they say. But here, let's examine me and you together. I feel like she pushed my dad to self-delete. They were going through a divorce for one. For two, they had a restraining order against Tammie. If they were working things out, why'd he do it? I don't know. She could, like I've said it in previous streams, she easily could have said something to him, pushed him over, walked down, came back. He's gone. I mean, you have the question I posed in one of my earlier videos. Why did she feel the need to call the cops when he didn't answer the door?
There's a lot. It sounds like a typical crime movie, and it's terrible because
here's another fact. Here's a fact that I put out before, but everyone says I'm Team Tammie. And if the divorce was finalized and the prenup was upheld, she gets nothing. Nothing. So if me and JC, we business partners, we working out, we training for the weekend, and we about to blow up the business. We sharing the suite because we in 2 queen size rooms or 2 queen size beds. Everyone know I'm leaving, but because JC built the business, it's his business, and if I leave, I get nothing. But if he transitions, I get the business.
But here comes the hard part, right? And I kind of have some personal experience with stuff like this, so it doesn't take much for a person to say, well, as you said, right? It doesn't take much for a person to say certain things, and then because I've been there, and all the person had to say was one sentence, and I tried it.
Whoa!
And I was an idiot, and
hold on.
I'm still here, but
you see what she said? He tried to delete himself in the head 2 days before. See, this is stuff you come up and say.
I mean, I didn't know anything about that.
I didn't know anything about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna be biased, but there is more to the story
And
on both sides. I mean, I do believe
still
Skye,
here, right?
in my opinion. Obviously, we all are entitled to an opinion. I do believe her.
Uh-oh. We
Oh,
got
well,
Tammie Frank.
I think it's time for me to get off, right?
Like, Tammie is here. Skye is here. Does anyone want to come up? All right, JC. Thank you. Let's see.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Tammie's here. Skye is a fake Tammie page. Ban it. Okay. All right. Fake Tammie. All right, Skye, you want to come up or you want to just talk to me on Insta? Because you and I know, we both know things that I did not expose. Okay. All right. She said, when Tammie goes live, I'll go after her. What about this, right? What about none of y'all go live? What about y'all just call each other? What about y'all just keep it off social media? Like, what about that? Yeah, we will talk private, Skye, because you know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. We both know information that I did not say today. We both know it. And you know I did, and I did my job. I honored my word. Look, let me tell y'all this. If you give me a piece of information, right? And you say, Henry, don't use it. And it could be groundbreaking information. But if you told me, if I got the information from you and I can't get it anywhere else, I won't use it. Now, here's the case. Someone gave me some information, and I also was able to get the information myself. So it's not like it's private per se. I didn't use it because integrity means a lot. And I never reveal my sources. I never go behind the person's back and do anything crazy. I never say I'm gonna do one thing and do another. Skye wanted her story told. I told her story. Tammie responded. I told her story. I have to be objective. Everyone has to get a chance to speak their piece. And yes, like, hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm. It helps people be aware of the issue. Everyone has to be able to speak their piece. And that's all I wanted to do, was create a fair show for, I can't just say, well, we only gonna let Skye speak, or we only gonna let Jenna speak, or we only gonna let Tammie speak. Then how fair is that? Do y'all want the truth?
You want answers. I want the truth.
Or do y'all just want a biased opinion? Like, you got to think about that. Do you want a biased opinion, or you actually want the truth? Some people want the truth. Some people just want to be reassured of what they previously thought. So with that being said, I appreciate all the supporters. This stream may come down, so you better watch it. You better share it. You better subscribe. Do all that good stuff, because it may come down. I don't know if that was Tammie Frank. I don't know if that was a real Tammie Frank. I dropped the link. I'll drop it one more time to see if anyone wants to come up. Anyone wants to come up? There it go. There it go. It's pinned. Hold on. Hey, Judith, Popcorn Planet. Oh my goodness. They would be the best to do this. That Popcorn Planet, Judith, are you a mod? Judith, you should be a moderator. Where are you at, Judith? Hold on. Judith, you a mod. Popcorn Planet would be the best person to do it. All right, see ya. Michelle, you got to cam up. You got to cam up. We got trolls. Popcorn Planet would be the best person to do it. All right, wave your hands like you just don't care, so I know you can hear me. All right, cool. Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
What would you like to say about this?
Well, I think Skye has a story that she needs to tell. I
definitely think she has a story. For interrupting. Go ahead.
Yes, Skye has a story that she needs to tell. I want to be there as a fan of JDF, that, you know, his other kids have a story that they need to tell.
Yes.
And they need to have a platform to be able to say it, and they need to have a safe place to be able to say it. And if Tammie is as toxic,
thank you
as toxic as they claim she is, they need to be able to have a safe place for it. And Tammie also needs to be able to have a safe place for it.
Okay, Michelle. Would you say this is a safe space I've created where I put out the disclaimer, no disrespect to either party?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't feel it's a safe place yet, because you said at one point, and I heard you, that you wanted to clear Tammie's name.
I said I could potentially, because here's the thing: you can never clear her name, right? Because I don't have video footage of her going down to get stacks, but I do have an extenuating circumstance that I'm aware of, and also Skye is aware of.
Yes.
So that adds to it that no one else is reporting, that no one else knows.
Well, I understand. You have to understand the daughter to mom ratio.
Okay.
Okay. As a stepdaughter to Tammie.
Yes.
She's not going to overstep her dad. That was her dad's wife.
Okay. So overstep her in what way? What do you mean?
When a stepchild does not want to overstep their parent, even though the parent is gone, it's that parent, it's that step parent that has say. Okay. And we've had, in families, we have this where a step parent is very, very vibrant. They're very, very if they're a toxic parent, they're very, very mean. They don't want to overstep their dad or their mom to go against that step parent.
Okay.
Especially if that step parent has taken control over that parent. And they're so far in love that child can't say, hey, there's something wrong here, Mom. There's something wrong here, Dad. Maybe that's the case that she doesn't want to deal with. She doesn't want to deal with the case that maybe Tammie is like, what's it called?
Skye's watching.
Skye, I love you. I love you, girl. I love you. I'm here for you. But maybe her stepmom's like razor wire wrapped in a solid ball.
Well, see, I don't know that.
Maybe she's okay. They're martial artists, so let's look at the martial arts. Maybe she's wrapped as razor wire, as metal, and has a fiery internal center. Maybe Skye is too much water and doesn't have any of the other elements.
Okay.
You can't go up to her mom, to her stepmom, and say, hey, what's going on? How are my brothers and I that are his children part of this? Okay. Because she's too much like razor wire.
I see what you're saying. So you feel like maybe Skye could be intimidated by her stepmother.
I feel like Skye could be very, very intimidated by her stepmother. I feel like all three kids are intimidated by their stepmother.
Would you think they would be intimidated because they don't have a relationship with her, perhaps?
I think that they don't have a relationship with her because she may not have seen them as children because she married JDF after Shauna.
Yeah. And what you're saying is very plausible. Like sometimes what happens is no one's gonna love your kids like their own. You know what I'm saying? Like if you are a mother And I know people will say, "Oh no, she loved his kids like they were own." But at the end of the day, if you have to choose between Jenna and the 3 kids,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to choose.
I'm going to step outside for a moment.
Okay, you're going to choose your kid over the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what anyone says. That's just the nature of how it's going to work. So if Skye is really intimidated to talk to her mom, the best
No.
or
Talk to her stepmother. Her mother is Shauna.
Yes. Stop to talk to her stepmother. The best form is email. You can speak your piece uninterrupted.
Mm-hmm.
However, though, with Skye going to social media, now that stepmom is going to be guarded about responding because she don't want to see her response on the Instagram.
Mm.
So you have to think about that too. And
I do, and I think about both sides.
Yeah.
But I think that there needs to be a safe place for Skye, Hunter, and Jacob, as well as a safe place for Jenna and a safe place for Tammie. But I also think there needs to be a safe place for Shauna as those 3's mother.
Well, I don't know if
Shauna is his ex-wife.
Yes.
That had Jacob, Hunter, and Skye.
Sure.
Okay. Then he married Tammie and had Jenna. All of these family members, his children, all 4 of his kids, should have a safe place to speak about this in their own way and deal with this in their own way.
So what do you suggest? Do you suggest that they meet outside of social media? Do you suggest
I do think that they need to meet outside of social media. I do think that, yes, as fans, we want to know the truth. We want to know what happened. But as a fan and as a mom, because I'm a mom of 2,
okay.
As a mom, I want those kids to be okay. Those kids come first.
Okay.
And as a mom, I would hope that Tammie sees that these children should come first. And as parents, we need to see that these children should come first, because this is their dad that died.
Yes. Yeah. I'm with you. With you. I just don't think the relationship is there with them for
it's not there with them. So, there has to be something. There needs to be something there. As, therapy, whatever.
Group therapy.
Yeah, therapy, whatever. To talk to somebody that's neutral.
Yeah.
And get into a situation where they can talk about this. And yes, because this is a legal issue with, Skye's stepmother and her father and Jenna's mother and father, that they can, unfortunately, he's passed away, but this is something between them and their stepmother that they can go through.
I get you.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Michelle. I like where your head's at. I hope Skye gets the courage to follow through with it. I hope she does. For her brother's sake, for everyone's sake, and stay off Instagram. Like in a perfect world, I don't want Tammie to go live. I don't want Skye to go live. I just want them to settle it and be done.
Well, and I'd love to have Skye to go live. I'd love to have the kids to go live. I'd love to have Tammie to go live. But you know what? It's not my business.
All right. Well, thank you, Michelle, for coming up. I appreciate your words, and you can come up anytime.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Have a good
night.
Yep. All right. What does Chris? Dude, this doesn't seem like you want a fair live. Just sounds like you set up Skye. God damn. When someone says anything against Tammie, you rebuttal. I mean, that's what my job is to do. I'm not just going to be up here bashing Tammie. And me and Skye gonna have to talk. But thank you for the super chat. All right, who we got next? Glink96. Wave your hands if you can hear me. Phantasm, your camera, man. The camera is shot. All right, Glink, what do you got to say, my man?
Hey, I was just curious. I've been following this case because of you, and I just wanted to know, do you have any word on if any of the portions of the funds were ever contributed towards JDF's other siblings? His kids, his other kids? Did they get any of that money, or was it just simply Tammie and Skye? I'm just curious. Like, I think
that's still up in the air, man. I think
Okay.
it's not settled yet. But if you go back to what Jenna said, she said they had a trust and they left everything to her and her mom. So if what Jenna says is true, then
Yeah.
the other kids are out.
I mean, from a moral ground, I would think it would be just morally right to at least leave some of the portion of the money to the other siblings too. I mean, just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. I'm with you with morally because those are their kids too.
Yeah.
And if that's which comment? Post my comment. Skye is out here. Because she was so evil, he had us hide everything he did from Tammie. This could be true. This could be very much true. So, any other thoughts you want to share, Blink?
I think that's it. I was just curious. I'm looking forward to updates.
I think, dude, man, I don't want to do this anymore, man. You see what hate I get? You see it? I get it from both sides. Like,
I mean, I think you're just doing coverage. I think what you're doing is phenomenal.
Well,
I don't see any issue with what you're doing. I just think people need to wise up and listen and stop acting like immature.
No one cares. So, look, sometimes no one cares about the truth when the lie is so much better.
I mean, we're here for the truth. That's what we want to know, whether it's good or bad.
You can't handle the truth.
That's right.
I'm telling you can't. It'll break you. But all right, man. Let's get someone up here. Glink, thanks for coming up. You come up anytime, man. All right, shut up and talk. Can you hear me? Can you wave your hands? All right. Shut up and talk. How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going tonight, man? How are you?
Holy shit, you got some great sound.
Oh, thank you, man.
How do you get that sound so good?
I'll subscribe to you. I'll give you my mixer and my mic and everything later. It's affordable.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm good, man. What do you like to say?
Hey, man. Well, as a JDF fan, here, I got the proof right here. As a JDF fan, I met the guy twice. Really great dude. I just want everybody to be, and I lost my best friend last year, and that was a really big loss for me. And the reason I'm bringing that up, loss is a tough thing, folks. And for everybody at home, I understand, everybody wants to know the truth, and everybody wants to know what happened, but you just gotta, I just want everybody to remind themselves to be respectful of the family. You know what I mean? Because I know in the middle of everything, it's easy to get caught up in that. But just, I just want everybody to just make sure that they relax a little bit. Don't bother, don't be in these people's, don't be in the family's DMs, sending them crazy messages, and just give everybody their space too, because it's tough. It's tough out here. So they're dealing with a lot of things, and just we don't really know too much yet. It's developing as we speak, and I know you're getting a lot of hate too, man.
I get so much hate.
Well, not so much, but regardless, like you're stuck in the middle, just trying to give the information out, and you always know what happens to the messenger. He always gets caught in the crossfire. So.
Oh, I'm definitely caught in the crossfire.
But you're doing a good thing though, man. So just stay true to what you're doing. I just really love it. I thought I would hop in real quick.
I appreciate you. Are you a YouTuber or something, man? That sound is like crisp. I'm so jealous of his sound. Like, y'all hear how crisp that sound is?
Hey, thank you so much. I am a YouTuber. I stream. I do interviews. I used to do a podcast. I did 120 episodes of that podcast. I love talking to people, doing interviews, and same thing as you're doing. I just love getting to know everybody, and everybody has a heart and a mind, and it's all about figuring out.
I'm trying to get to know myself, but I'm realizing people just hate watching me right now.
Nah, they don't, man. They don't.
We got 500 people in the chat. We got 258 likes. They're like, no, screw this. You not team Skye. You not team. You not team JDF. You fake. You out here grifting for money. Like, dude.
Well, at the end of the day, Skye's talking to you and not them, and she's talking to everybody, of course. But I'm saying that you have a direct line of communication to her, and everybody needs to figure that out.
Skye says he's going live on Instagram.
There you go. So
nothing that's going to hurt her case.
I
hope she don't.
everybody just be smart. Everybody don't let your emotions get the best of you. Just
I
be,
think she's very emotional right now.
yeah,
But
just be smart, everybody, you know. And I love JDF. He was a great guy. He affected my life. The reason I got my hair long is because of JDF.
Ah!
Since I was a kid, you know, I got an ear piercing because of JDF. You know what I mean? Like
Hey,
I'm a big fan since I was a kid. My mom grew my hair out because she was like, "Yeah, you love the Green Ranger." So you know, guys, I feel you. I feel you guys with the pain. Okay,
all right.
so just be good to each other and be good to yourselves.
All right, man. Thank you. You know who need to come up? Judith with love. Judith need to come up. You want to hear how petty the divorce is? This is pots and pans. I'm packing up for my ex-wife. I think everyone who came out, she got to share her story. Tammie got to share her story. I'm trying to be as objective as possible, but you know, some people gonna perceive it as if you don't say what I think to be true, then you're wrong. Like, what if there's evidence that something else happened? What if there's something else that we don't know about? But anyway, what does April say? Now, look, me and April we pretty cool. Just imagine if the roles were reversed and you were Skye right now, and Skye was you be on pins and needles wanting to defend yourself. I never said anything bad about Skye. I never did. Never said she was wrong. I posted everything she wanted me to post. I posted Tammie's spot. Should I have not posted Tammie what Tammie said? Like sometimes you just can't win. You can't please everyone. And April messaged me because we talk often. Skye, we talk often. Judith with love, we talk often. It's a lot of people I talk often with. And look, we could talk it out. We could talk it out. But Skye, we really gotta talk. We gotta talk. Henry Duke, come on, you're not objective. I have evidence. I showed y'all everything. I showed you what Tammie filed. I showed you what JDF filed. I showed you he was served at Comic-Con. I've showed you so much. I have two more pieces of things that could potentially change how you see things, and you saying I'm not objective. You don't want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle it. It will break you. That's why I don't even want to cover this no more. Like I truly don't. I'll probably do something else. But anyway, y'all, thank you for coming out, and I'll leave you with this.
Listen, I apologize. I know you hear this 1,000 times. You're my hero. If that person gets tired of hearing it, don't stand in his line. He shouldn't be your hero. I will never get tired of hearing that because it is an honor.